ultimate power in the universe.
Last will be Lasat.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. If you only knew the power of gods.
Here it comes.
Let's go.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
Welcome to Lifesaver Radio, the most outrageous Star Wars show on the web. If you haven't already done it, make sure you smash that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you will be notified of all of our future episodes. Also, don't forget to press that like button. It helps get these videos in front of other Star Wars fans so they can get in on the outrageousness. So how's everyone doing today?
Hey, we're doing good. We're hanging in there, Kyle. We're hanging in there.
You say that. I don't fucking know what's going on here.
I'm okay. I'm not dead yet.
I just showed up. I mean, I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here.
CJ's like, life is hell.
It was kind of weird being not doing a live on Saturday. We should have done another live. We should have just done a live anyway. Oh, no, wait a minute. Garrison had a wedding to go to.
It did feel weird, but yeah, I did have a wedding.
What's going on, Star Wars team leader? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the thing because my phone said that it was going to be on at the regular time at my time, and I don't know what the hell was wrong with YouTube. That shit's just weird. Maybe your time on your TV. Okay, so everybody give context to everybody. It says Star Wars team leader says weird. My phone says it's on September 14th at 9 p.m. but on my TV it says September 15th at 1 a.m. in 8 minutes. YouTube's notifications is messed up. So I don't know. I think his time is off on his TV or something. He got the days off or something. I don't know. Because my phone said it was fine. I don't know.
Mine.
I don't know what's going on. We'll see who else shows up tonight. And if nobody else shows up except for you, then we know it was messed up somehow. Everybody will have to watch it on the repeat. Hey, Star Wars team leader, did you watch the Sharmila interview on Saturday? What'd you think of that? If you watched it,
I mean,
yeah, I don't know why y'all was just sitting there being quiet. I was done with my thoughts.
I mean, sure. Right. No, but definitely go back. Oh, so he did watch it. He liked it.
Your thoughts?
I loved it.
Yeah!
Yes, that's right. I'm hilarious on Saturdays.
Yeah, it was definitely you that carried the conversation. Yeah.
Hey, honestly, watching that, I was like, dude, we all just sit there and just kind of listen to what she was saying. Like, she was dope. She gave a lot of good information. Like, when I went back, it sucks, though, and I didn't realize this, and this is something we got to watch out for from now on, that Twitter only allows you to do 2 hours. So that's it. So, and since it was 2 hours and 28 minutes long, and when I uploaded it, it wasn't uploaded to Twitter. So everybody that watches on the Twitter feed didn't get to see it. So I'm guessing that they came.
The last 30 minutes was really good too. She got really, really we asked some pretty decent, decent for us, but great answers from her in those last 35 minutes. So.
Yeah, but it didn't go on Twitter at all because when I uploaded it, because you got to remember you got to upload it when we're recording live. It just the StreamYard does it for you, but when you're doing it on when you got to upload it, so I had to upload it to that, and then or I had to upload it to YouTube, and then I tried to upload it to Twitter, wouldn't work. Tried to upload it to Facebook, wouldn't work. Both of them said you can only do 2 hours, and I'm like, dude, I swear, the red carpet. That fucking Jada Pinkett Smith show, they be on that motherfucker for like 3 hours. So I guess it's just because she's rich and famous and she can do what the fuck she wants, and we can't. It just it doesn't work. But yeah. So like everybody on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff, they didn't get to see it. So I'm pretty sure they came to the YouTube and watched it because there's there's almost 3,000 watches on that. So that's pretty good. But Yeah, it was kind of weird though. That it like anything over 2 hours, it won't let you upload it. So we need to watch our time from now on. Try to keep it around 2 hours or less. That way, you know what I'm saying. If we ever do record, we can push it onto Twitter and Facebook and all the other platforms that we watch. You know what? I didn't even try to put it on Twitch. I'm an asshole. I didn't even think about putting it on Twitch. I'm gonna have to go put it up on Twitch. I guess it's never too late. Never too late for a great thing, because that was a great interview. That shit was fun. I can't even call it an interview because she was asking us questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, fuck. That's
yeah,
she was different.
Yeah, it was a great episode. It was like, what made it so cool was the fact of that it was like it wasn't like an interview. You know, we asked her questions, but she asked us questions too. It was kind of like just a group discussion, trying to get to know each other and all that, and a lot of good information came out. A lot of good information, because she breaks it down. She's like, yeah, and people think I'm rich. I be working 16 hours a day on these episodes, on these shows, and I'm not rich. I'm not even close to being rich. And it's like, dude, because you don't think about that. You think if you're an actor, you're just automatically rich, which, you know, it depends on how much stuff you've been in, what type of pay, what type of, you know, all that plays in a part. But I mean, she had a lot of good information. It was cool. I really enjoyed it.
It was a fun
And then
interview.
Garrison be asking some questions, like, because I'm listening to it, I'm like, damn, where does Garrison be getting these questions from? Like, what is the very first time you used your voice in order to make money? Like, what? No, I'm joking.
I did not ask questions that bad.
I'm joking.
I thouought I asked good questions.
You did ask good questions. That was a good question.
And rich and deep. I'm just kidding.
Nah, you asked a good question, like, how did you get into acting? You know, was voice acting, and you know, and how did you get into the different parts and doing? You asked some good questions, but then she asked us some good questions because she stumped you.
Use your voice for money. What do you mean she stumped me?
She
No, she
stumped
didn't
all
stump
of
you.
us.
What?
When she,
When she
I don't think
asked
she
what?
stumped us. I think she was fine. I think that stumped all of us a little bit. She was kind of attractive, and then when she said stuff at the beginning about being hot, we were all kind of like, hey, oh, giggly. Nah, but it was a cool interview. I liked it. I enjoyed it, and hopefully this weekend, if everything goes right, we have. I'm not gonna try to say his last name, Miltos. I'm thinking that's how you say it. I can't say his last name. Yeah, I can't say his last name, but he was in the Game of Thrones. He was in Star Wars. He was in, you know, he's been in a lot of stuff. He's a British actor, and yeah, he's coming
sick.
on this.
Yeah, he's dope. I loved him in Game of Thrones. I just can't pronounce his name.
So it's gonna be fun to have him on there and get his outtake on, you know, being in Star Wars and then in another giant franchise like Game of Thrones. So that's going to be a really good conversation to have. So it's going to be cool.
yeah,
So I
you
guess
guys-
we should.
You guys have fun.
Oh yeah, CJ can't come. Oh poor baby.
Yeah.
CJ's gonna be gone for like the next 2 weeks. He got wedding stuff. His sister's getting married.
Which I'm overly over the moon about. Like, I'm really happy for her, but God damn you! Couldn't you have like a wedding in the summertime when I wasn't busy? Now I'm busy and shit's popping off, and you just decide to get married. That's neat.
Because we
Way to
got
go.
Miltos on this weekend, and if everything goes right, the next weekend on the 24th we got Verona. I think Verona is Verona Blue or something like that. I don't know. I have to look at the thing, but yeah, it's something like that. She's been on. She did voice acting on several of the video games. She did. She was in Rogue One and in, I think it was The Force Awakens, but it might have been The Last Jedi. I can't remember which one it was. Too much stuff to keep up with. My brain, you know, I got MS brain. It don't work all the time. But she's supposed to come on the 24th. So if we get her on there, it'd be super dope. We're trying to get more people on and, you know, more actors so we can fill you guys with good information because we're just retarded. So, you know what I'm saying? We just say random
We're not
dumb shit.
retarded. We're just slightly slow. Slightly slow.
I had to
'Cause
catch
we-
the
we
little
be-
bus when I was young. I'm the only kid on the planet that got kicked out of special ed. It was like, get your stupid ass out of here. Huh? Ain't that the whole point of special ed? Because I'm in a stupid class and then you gonna kick me out? Nah. Okay, what did you guys think about this episode? We done spent 10 minutes talking about other shit and we ain't even talked about the episode. So what? This was the episode that was about Lasat. It was about the Lasat. It was about Zeb. It was about his people. I thought it was a good episode. It was a little bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit weird. Yes,
It's
it is.
funky, dude. It's weird.
But it's a good episode.
Yeah.
No, what was
No.
good about it? I like the whole navigate, like going through the little like star cluster thing because it reminded me of Solo. Other than that, nah.
You guys got to look at the fundamentals behind the episode, like about
There is
Zeb.
no
There is a fundamentals like you can't let
Fundamentals, like,
past
let's
failures
stick and
dictate
electricity.
future events. That was like the moral of the whole episode. Don't let your past failures dictate your future stuff. You know, because he was like, dude, I failed. They're calling me captain, but I actually failed. You know, I didn't do a good job. I didn't protect the people. I didn't do this. And, you know, Ezra was like, Star Wars team said when the TIE fighters started breaking up, they did look like Legos.
yes.
Well, we got to get past the animation on Rebels is not
Bro.
that good.
Well, I don't
The
understand. Why are the
animation
TIE
is garbage.
fighters
We're talking about the
breaking up?
story.
Even
The story
Imperial
was
cruise is
good.
breaking up, and their ghost ship isn't breaking up. What the flip is that? Why isn't that breaking?
That's because they had the
No
Force, man. That's where the
electricity.
Force comes in.
The Force did not save that damn ship.
No,
It
that
was
has
a
nothing to do with
failed
the Force.
plot. It was a failed story plot that they were like later on. I bet you 10-1 Dave was like, shit, that makes no sense. But it's already out. Might as well deal with it. Keep moving
But you
forward.
you gotta think about it. Okay, so when the little old lady, whatever the shaman lady or whatever the hell she was, when she was talking about the Ashla. Ashla and Bogan is the dark and the light side of the Force. She was talking about the Ashla. Even Kanan says the Force has many names. Kanan is not he doesn't know a whole lot about like Force history. But anybody that knows about Force history, they're going to know what the Ashla is. That's what the Jedi called the Force at the very beginning when they were the Jedi or however they said it. That's what they talked about. It was the Ashla and the Bogan. So it was the Force. The Force is what allowed them to be able to do what they did. The way that the little old lady, there was a lot of little bitty things like, okay, stop being.
The child saved the warrior, and the psycho dude.
No, you got the okay. So it's basically, hey, what's going on, Chris? It's basically this, okay? Think about it like in this manner, okay? Somebody told me years ago, they said when you stop caring about what the world thinks about you, that's when you're truly free. So that's kind of what Zeb was going through. He was letting his past dictate his future. His failures dictate his future. He was worried about what he didn't tell the Ghost crew because he was worried that they would look at him differently. He didn't tell everybody else. There was a lot of good morals in the story. And the story was kind of weird because you're like, what the hell are they talking about? You're the kid, the child, the warrior, the dummy, the everything all at once, the fool. You know what I'm saying? You're all these things at once. At one point in your life, you are all these things. You're a child or you act childish. You're a fool. You do foolish stuff and you're a warrior. You know what I'm saying? That's where it was leading to. There was a lot of good morals in the story. Now, yeah, I don't know how the TIE fighters couldn't even get close to the thing.
Yeah.
And then
The Star Wars team leader makes a great point. Because she talks about later in the episode, the ship's got it on the nav computer so we can come back. Well, how are you going to come back if you don't have the Force and that spell protecting you again? Because it's like destroying ships.
I don't know. I guess it's just, I don't know how it works. Maybe they got to use Zeb's thing that You know, well, they do got the Force because they got Ezra and Kanan. So, you know what I'm saying?
Then why has Ezra and Kanan never done that before?
Nobody's ever thought to try. Nobody had an electric bow rifle that could, you know, which is crazy because this is the only time we ever see his bow rifle do this ever in the whole 4 seasons. Like, you never see his bow rifle do this ever, like, just start forming electricity and... Yeah, you don't ever see that. It's the only episode in all 4 seasons that you see this, so that was kind of weird. It is a weird episode, but the morals behind the episode were good. What the episode is trying to teach you is good. The story was good. They find 2 Lasats. They get them back. They find out that the Lasats got a whole nother home. It's their actual home where they actually originated from, and they came to this other planet that was Lasat, and it, you know, got destroyed by the Empire. But it was the whole thing about learning about who you really are and not letting your past dictate your future. And that's really a good thing. I mean, it was really inspirational. It was just kind of weirdly told. I do agree with y'all. It was weirdly told.
It wasn't a bad episode, but it's not even in my top 20. Like, the only part I seem to like in this episode is when Chopper calls her weird and she understands him.
Yeah, that was.
And she straight calls him out, and he's like, "Huh?" Like, what? This bitch knew what I said.
My favorite part of the entire episode was when they throw the gun, when Sabine throws the gun and hits the dude in the face, the other Lasat dude, and he was like, "No, we don't do that no more." Like, dude, did you just get hit in the face with a gun? Talk about you don't do that
and
no
for
more.
a warrior culture, that's really freaking stupid.
And Zeb is like, "What are you talking about? You ain't going to do that. We're warriors, damn it. That's what we do." It's like killing a Mandalorian. Well, I mean, look at it like that. You look at it like that. When Satine was in power, the Mandalorians was not warriors no
And
more.
they were not the Mandalorians. They were the only thing about that whole thing with Satine is that they were labeled the new Mandalorians. Bitch, you can't just put new in front of something and change a whole culture. That's not how this works.
Hey, it worked for her.
That's called a dictatorship, and you're running it.
And she was the leader of the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
She
and how
can't
did
do
she
that. It's
die?
like-
She died
that's
like a
like
punk
the-
bitch because she wouldn't fight.
Please, she didn't die. Man,
She died a pretty badass way. Like, that's
yeah,
if you're gonna
Maul
die, you're
stabbed her in the stomach. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
If you're to die, I think if I was to die in the Star Wars universe, I think like being force choked and then stabbed with a lightsaber would probably be the best way I'd want to go.
I wouldn't want to get stabbed in the stomach though. That shit would hurt.
No, I'd
And
want
you're
to
not
like,
gonna
cut my
die
head off.
instantly. You're gonna be alive for a little bit. Like, oh, that would hurt.
I think the best way of dying would be in your sleep and then just taking over the guy who killed you. Or just not dying. Like,
Oh, well, you're gonna die.
Not
That
dying
shit-
is a good one. That seems like
I think
a
the
great
best way
option.
to die would be having sex. That would be the best way to die. Star Wars team leader said his favorite part is when they're all knocked out and Chopper hits Ezra in the head. And he said, "Is that really necessary? Was that really necessary?" That was pretty funny. I like that part too. There's a lot of good parts in this episode. Hondo, you got any episode with Hondo in it, Hondo would just be, he screws over, no, first he screws over the Empire, then he screws over the Rebels, then he screws over the Empire again, then he screws over the Rebels again, and he's like, any way I can make $1, I'm going to figure out a way to do it.
He sounds like Disney.
Chris says, best way to go is to be vaporized by Mando's rifle. Instant death.
Yeah.
I think I would want to
Yeah,
be busting a nut and then just have a heart attack, just and just croak, like instantaneous, just pleasure.
He's
pain, death.
in a Twi'lek bathhouse dying.
Yes,
How'd Kyle die?
that.
Twi'lek bathhouse. Big
I don't
orgy.
know.
Could you imagine just being screwed to death? That
What
would be
the
an
fuck
awesome
is
way to
going
go.
on here?
Oh, jeez. I feel like that would suck.
That would be great.
No,
Do like a Chinese torture chair. Y'all know where the Chinese torture chair is?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus.
And just let her just spin, and you just keep just die. You know, that would be the best way in the world to die. It'd be like going from the best thing you can get on this planet to heaven, just instantly. Like, that would be great.
Go up to the gates. How'd you die? Do you really want to know? Do
Like,
you
don't
really
you
want
already
to know?
know?
Didn't
Didn't
you
you
kind
write
of
it down
witness
in the-
this?
In the book of life and death, isn't it in there? How I died.
No, it's not. Well, if you want to replay, I'm pretty sure you can go watch that over and write that down in your notes of 1,000 ways to die here.
Okay,
Alright,
so
so
what would you guys
Oh. Boom, beat you to it. What would you rate it?
I want to get to the videos. I want to watch the videos.
I know, me too. What would you rate it, CJ?
6. That's being generous. That's
That is
being generous.
That's what I was
Personally,
gonna
like,
give it. That's what I was
Generous,
gonna give it.
like in my personal opinion, I like there's humor. That's why it's at a 6. If the humor wasn't in it, it'd be like a 3.
Yeah, because I said 3.
Like I said, without
gave it a
that's the
7 'cause of
lowest
the
one
morals.
I've ever heard. I've never heard you go that low. You've been like 4 and 5.
Bulk, I think I've
Mhm.
rated an episode.
No,
of
he
Book
rated
of Boba
something a
Fett 3.
2. I can't remember what
it
it
was
was,
an
but he
episode- it
gave
was the
something
first
a
episode
2.
of
We
Book
were
of
like,
Boba.
what? I say because of the morals
Talking about
behind it, the
Rebels.
story was good. I would give it a 6. A strong 6, maybe close to a 7, but
I'm not that generous. Not on
I
this
liked
one.
it.
But I've
I
also
thought-
watched the rest of this season with Phoenix this last week. So I know what's coming and I know what my ratings are going to look like. So it only gets better from here.
Yeah.
This episode was not a winner, I can tell you that.
Well, we definitely know that it's a filler episode because they're not
Oh,
doing
God,
shit.
yeah.
It's definitely a filler episode. Just surprisingly, that these 2 Lasats and all the Lasats are supposed to be dead. These 2 just pop up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? As soon as it came on, you knew it was a filler episode.
All right, get on to the videos.
All right, we're gonna do the Mandalorian season 3 trailer last because
No!
it's the longest.
I've waited.
It's the
I haven't
longest.
watched any of them. I waited so that we could watch them together. and have
It's
a
the
good
longest.
I'm sorry.
And if we're gonna get kicked off, it'll be on that one.
I'm loyal. I'm loyal to you guys, but I wasn't loyal enough to not fucking watch these. I'm sorry. Like, I was watching the live
Honestly,
stream from D23.
Only reason
couldn't
I
help it.
watched them because I cut out the decals. As I figure, hey, we probably don't want this big Disney Plus thing popping up on the screen. That might be a key giveaway to kick us off. I'll be trying to make it where we don't get kicked off. So, which one do y'all want first? Y'all want the Andor trailer or Tails of the Jedi trailer?
Andor.
Let's start with Andor because that's the closest one, honestly. Like, that's
Okay.
this month. It's going to be great. That's on a Wednesday. Fuck.
Yeah, and they're doing 3 episodes.
Yeah, no.
3
I have a
Sunday
wedding that
again?
Saturday.
It's next week? Next week or the week?
Yeah.
next week.
Fuck.
3
Oh my
episodes.
god.
So yeah, it's gonna be freaking hectic.
I chose-
And then we got a guest
I
on the
have so many
24th.
exams that day too.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
I gotta go out of town for work. And then I gotta drive back,
I'm gonna
be able
die.
to do this, and hope to
And-
God I remember shit.
And talk about 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Because we have a guest on the 24th. So we can't talk
So-
about the episode. So yeah, it's gonna suck. Well, here we go. Let's watch it.
Spies. Saboteurs. Assassins. We've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, you have.
I like
I'm
it.
sorry. I had to
Gritty,
do it.
real. Not
He said
Disney.
spies, saboteurs,
and assassins.
and assassins. We've all done things for the rebellion. Yeah. I'm guessing that Andor is gonna do a lot of dark shit in this season.
I hope so.
I have a feeling that this is gonna be a little bit crazy when it comes down to it. I have a strong feeling that this is gonna be a lot darker than any other Star Wars that we have ever seen.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes, it is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of interesting moments of like, what the hell just happened? I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that this is gonna be like a soap opera more. That every episode is gonna end on a cliffhanger to make you want to watch the next episode. I don't know why I have this gut feeling that that's the way it's gonna be. You know, I don't think there's gonna be like a lot of filler episodes. I think it's gonna be like lead right into the next episode, and it's gonna be like, dude, what the hell? Man, what happened, man? Oh, Jesus. I just have a deep gut feeling that they're going to do it. They're doing this more like a soap opera. So they leave you on that cliffhanger so you have no choice but to watch the next episode. Because you're going to want to know what's going to happen.
I mean, I feel like they would have to in order to release 3 episodes at the same time.
Well, you know how we talked about the way that why they would release 3 episodes at one time. And we were like, okay, because they don't want to overlap with She-Hulk, but I don't think they really care because She-Hulk comes out on it plays on Thursdays. But Tails of the Jedi is coming out in October. I thought the reason that they pushed the Bad Batch back till January.
Back.
I thought the reason that they were pushing the Bad Batch, because they're pushed the Bad Batch back to January 4th. Bad Batch season 2 is coming out on January 4th. So I thought the reason that they pushed the Bad Batch back was to let Chris, you're completely and utterly correct. I watched one episode. I was like, I cannot watch this. This is just terrible. It's garbage. But I thought that they were pushing a Bad Batch, and then they were going to do 3 episodes. Bad Batch back because they're going to do the 3 episodes, and then they would run, and then right when Andor is ending, Bad Batch comes out. But
right.
I was like, but they're releasing in October is when Tails of a Jedi come out. Now I understand Tails of a Jedi. I guess they're releasing all 6 episodes at the same time, and it's going to be, and they're only like 15 minutes long. So that's not really going to impede with Andor. So I don't know why, they're really dropping the first 3 episodes at once. I'm like, they dropped 2 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maybe they're just dropping 3 just to up the ante. Pretty soon we'll have a whole series drop on one day, and then we'll just have to watch the whole, 16-hour-long episodes or whatever the season is on one day. I don't know what Disney is trying to do. But let's continue watching.
Cassian Andor.
Why does he say it like that? Cassian Andor.
Cassian
Andor.
Because every movie he's been in, he's a fucking smarty pants. He sounds like a professor. They had to make him sound all scummy.
I don't know.
Gross.
It just sounds weird the way he says it.
He sounds like a 30-year smoker.
He's a Viking.
Something.
No matter what you tell me or tell yourself, you'll ultimately die fighting these bastards.
Okay, he called them bastards.
And hey, that's foreshadowing because he does die fighting those bastards.
But the fact that he said bastards, that means there's cussing in it.
Oh,
So-
good point.
We got more darkness.
Good point. And they have the same cuss words in the Star Wars universe. Wow, bastard is a bad word in there over there too.
Chris said they either need to throw out a few episodes right away to stay on schedule, or the first 2 episodes are super slow, and the third is what's going to hook people. It's good. That definitely could be a reason. That could definitely be a reason. Like the first 2 episodes are slow because they're explaining the story, explaining everything that leads up to the action that's coming. I can see that.
I hope. I really do.
I really hope that they have a story. You know what I'm saying? That would be nice.
Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real?
We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark.
There is an organized rebel effort. Drill down and get a hunt started.
You realize what you set in motion?
Okay, who is that chick?
I don't know.
Like, does anybody know who that chick is?
Nope. I think a lot of these characters, except for like, Cassian and Saul Guerrero, are going to be really anonymous. Oh, and Mon Mothma.
Yeah. They're going to be introducing new characters. Right? We talked about that.
I would
I'm
love
like,
a Saul Guerrero series. Not gonna lie.
If you sit back and you think about it, there's no, like, other than Phasma, there was never really no women, like, heads of the Empire, or, like, they were really known. Now, some in Legends there is, but not too many in the actual canon. Women that were, like, were Imperial, high up in the Imperial. Can you think of one other than other than Phasma?
Nope.
I don't think there is any.
I don't know any.
I can't
I'm
think of any.
scanning my brain. I can't think of anybody.
Okay, I guess we'll figure out as the... Chris says,
Maybe.
I swear that chick was in the Aliens movie or something. Possible.
People will suffer.
Time has come to force their hand.
At what cost?
Okay.
That's a good stop. Like, that's a good photo. Oh.
I'm like... I don't know. Mon Mothma doesn't... I don't know. She doesn't do it. Like, that. The actor that they got to play her just doesn't seem like... I don't know. It kind of throws me off. You think that they would get somebody that was similar to the original actor, and she just doesn't seem similar to me. Something seems off about her.
She's the original one from Rogue One.
Yeah, she doesn't look too bad to me.
I don't know. Maybe it's just something that I'm just... Star Wars team leader said he think he saw one in Solo when he was getting inducted. Like, I know that there's women that's in, but like not high up. Like, she's like in command of whatever she's doing. So I don't know. Like, I've been racking my brain ever since I was going through it, trying to figure out if I've ever seen a woman in that position, which I don't have a problem with a woman being in that position, but I just don't remember ever seeing it before.
Lost.
Everything!
Every day we wait, they get stronger.
Let's take them by surprise.
For the greater good.
Yo! That was a lot of fucking clones. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh, no. I'm excited for the clones.
Oh, yeah.
All right, they ain't gonna be able to hit nothing.
These are clone troopers, not stormtroopers.
Call it what you will.
Where you
It's
going?
called war.
People are standing.
That's a stormtrooper.
Go back. I don't remember
That
seeing
kind of
it.
looks cool. I'm excited for that, to see more of those.
I want to see the
Wait.
riot squad.
They get stronger.
Let's take them by surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are clones.
Those are clones. Oh, fuck around though. And seeing that was the thing. The 504th was posting that Disney's been sending offers to the LA and the San Francisco and a couple other garrisons in California to come and do filmings. Oh, that's gonna be
I'm getting
awesome.
a bunch of emails.
DM heavy. You're just DM heavy right now.
But, dude, I'm excited for clones. They look dope.
At least they'll be able to shoot something.
Golly.
Because you know stormtroopers can't hit nothing. Like did y'all
Especially
even
in
train these
Rebels.
dudes? I swear, in Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff. You know, I mean, in Rebels, you know, they did stormtrooper training. The cadets had to train to be stormtroopers, and like y'all, they suck. They can't hit nothing.
Yeah.
For the greater good,
Call it what you will.
let's call it war.
People are standing up. They're afraid. Right now, they're afraid.
Star Wars Andor.
Star Wars Andor.
That looks good.
I don't know. I think it's
I'm
yeah.
excited.
It looks like it's going to be really
got
good.
me.
We got cussing. We got people getting shot in the face. We got
That's
there's a lot of good
how
stuff
it's
going on in this. I'm excited. I'm super excited. We got a week. It's basically a week from today, ain't it?
Yep.
Yep, 1 week from today. Oh God, I'm excited to watch Andor. I don't know what I might call in. Oh shit, I can't wait. What day do I got to take off or go to the doctor? The 26th.
And this is the 20.
First it comes out.
Yeah.
Shit. I might call in on the 20th or the 21st. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, that definitely looks. It definitely looks good. I'm excited to see this. I am. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is. I was not excited to see this when it first was being announced. I'm like, man, I don't really care about Andor. Like, really? You guys coming out with an Andor series? Like, really? But the more and more it's been played, the more and more I see, you know, they got cussing, people getting shot in the face, all kind of crazy. Got clones in it. It got a lot of good stuff in there. So I'm excited. I'm super excited.
Lots of death and destruction.
Yep.
Cussing. Carl's down.
Yeah. Anything that has to do with a lot of
Going
action.
into like sex scene.
I love a
and
lot of
he's
action, as long as there's a story that goes along with that action. If there's no story that goes along with the action, then it's like, oh, this is just action, which I still like, but still not the same.
Right. Right.
All right, let's watch Tails of the Jedi.
Next.
Tales of the Jedi.
So give me a brief overview. This is the animated series that it's not like a continuous episode or continuous story. It's like bouncing around, right?
Yeah, but it's based on, from my understanding, it's based on Dooku, his younger years when he was a Jedi, and Ahsoka from the time of her birth until after Order 66. From my understanding, I could be wrong. Huh?
It's from the Ahsoka's birth to literally after Order 66 when Padme's buried.
Okay, so Clone Wars. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, past the Clone Wars.
I don't think it's going to give us a lot of Clone Wars stuff.
All right, hold up. Oops, damn.
But
Ah, damn it.
face death.
Ah, damn it. Shit. Start from the beginning, damn it. So, yeah, basically it's about Dooku's younger years, Qui-Gon when he was Dooku's apprentice, Ahsoka, got young Mace Windu, different stuff like that. Watch, you'll see it.
Everywhere there is life, but you must face death. Honor it. Do not fear it.
Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi.
Okay, so right there basically sets up the premise that the clan leader of her little group or whatever, the head of their tribe, knew that she was that Ahsoka was a Jedi because the cat didn't eat her. That's it.
She just wanted to pet on a murder mittens. It's no big deal.
You know, you got a giant cat.
The cat didn't eat her, so she's a Jedi.
Well,
Sounds
I'm
pretty
talking
good to
about
me.
Ahsoka, Chris. So Chris says technically before the Clone Wars, since Dooku is still a Jedi. Yeah, the Dooku part will be before the Clone Wars. Ahsoka
yeah.
part is after.
Yeah, I
it
don't think
starts
it's
at
all
the,
one series. It bounces around in time, doesn't it?
Yeah. So from what I read, Ahsoka's part is just after the Clone Wars. It's the end part of her little 3 parts. Dooku's part is from him starting to where he turns to the dark side, from him being a Jedi to going to the dark side, like what led him to the dark side. It's basically 2 fan favorite characters that were how they got to where they were at.
Right.
And we kind of know Ahsoka's, but what happened like in between those things? What caused her to be so good at lightsaber dueling? What caused her to be, how did she become a Jedi? And then what happened after she
I'm just
left
ready
the
to
Jedi
see
Order?
Plo Koon. Oh, I'm so excited to see Plo Koon.
Is Plo Koon in here?
Plo Koon's the one that took her to the Jedi Temple.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If they show that part. Which
better
these
show
are
that
short
part.
episodes. They're only like 15 minutes long. And I think they're all being released at the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm okay with that because with how much shit we're getting, I'd rather have them like with stuff like this, just drop it in like a quick here's
Drop it
all
off
of
like
it.
it's Friday or Saturday, though. Please.
I think by the time Ahsoka came into the Order, Dooku was already gone.
Dooku was long gone.
Yeah.
Because Ahsoka was what, 9? 9 or
Dooku
10?
Dooku left in
she
between
had to be-
episode 1 and 2.
How old do you have to be to become an apprentice?
12.
I know they say it in it. She
13.
says how old she is in the Clone Wars.
She was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
think it depends. Yeah.
All right, let's see what else is happening.
The best way I can protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself.
So right there, she's
Master Dooku.
She's fighting clones.
Yeah.
So basically, Anakin is teaching her how to protect herself and how to fight. So that's probably why she's so good. Since we know Anakin is one of the best lightsaber duelists. And he's teaching her and he's using the clones to teach her. Dooku says right here, I want to bring peace and order.
To bring peace and order to the galaxy.
Master, stop!
It is the only way you will truly have victory, my Padawan.
Again. Again.
Dooku, stand down.
So we see that.
Don't mess that up. Please don't mess that up. Oh, man.
So Dooku is definitely at the point of where this is where he starts going towards the dark side.
Yeah. But if they mess up like the reasons he left, I'm going to be ticked.
No, they can't because that's already been an established story, really. Like that's very well known because Dooku is a beloved character. Christopher Lee is a beloved actor. I don't think they would insult his story like that.
Well,
Bro,
we know the 2 reasons. So we know that he started to differ why the galaxy would fail because it needed somebody that could be in control for the galaxy to work right. Plus, if you go when his father died, he became Count Dooku, the Count of Sereno, and that's he had to go back and lead Sereno. So that's kind of the 2 reasons that is kind of in the timeline why he left. Some say it is because of his sister. If you read the book, Dooku has a little bit to do with his sister. But it's more for those who he just didn't like the way that the Jedi were going and how they were doing things. And then his father died, and that gave him a reason to leave. Now, if you look in the underlying thing, we know that at some point that Dooku changed the Jedi archives to get rid of thing because he had to do it while he was still a Jedi. So was he already being groomed by Palpatine at that time to become his apprentice? Or was he already his apprentice and still in the Jedi at the time. And I think this might give us a little bit of a outtake of what was happening. You know, what's going on, Clint?
What up?
So, yeah.
I would say I love you too, bro, but I don't love a lot of things. So
I love
right
you,
back
Clint.
at you. Kidding. I don't know.
But yeah, so hopefully this kind of explains that a little bit deeper. I hope. The book Dooku kind of did a pretty good job of explaining it. But technically Dooku is not a canon book, so
I just don't want it to be him just having like just a personal beef with like Mace Windu or something. Like it's deeper than that, you know what I mean?
Oh, it is. And it'd be idiotic for them to mess with it anyway. It would be demeaning to Christopher Lee's character.
It's Disney, though.
There it is, Disney.
Tired of fighting.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness.
Let's hope all that training pays off.
Yaddle is fighting with Dooku, and then the bird mask is fighting with Anakin and Ahsoka.
And it worries me, that bird mask thing. Like, who the fuck is that?
It doesn't worry me too much.
It worries me a lot.
They do it so
no
fast
Sith.
that you can't see.
It doesn't worry me. The reason why Garrison doesn't worry me. Listen, damn it. This is still in the midst of Clone Wars. You got to think there's a lot of sympathizers for the Sith. It could be just a poser.
So you got Yaddle fighting Dooku right here. Now is she fighting Dooku? Are they training? We don't know. Did she come to him and be like, I can feel your dark side rising in you? You know, we don't know until we watch the series on why they're fighting. Right here.
She's fighting it's fighting Ahsoka, see?
It's fighting Ahsoka.
But that's the thing when it went through that, Anakin was on the ground.
That's not Anakin.
The guy was
that wasn't Anakin on the ground.
Back up.
Warning them about the coming darkness.
Right there. That was Anakin on the ground. That's that bird mask. Anakin's on the ground. That person's tied up that it walks by, and then it goes to fight Ahsoka. So what I'm thinking is this is probably a Sith sympathizer. Probably got lucky with the lightsaber. Maybe has some force powers. Wouldn't be surprised. Gets his ass kicked and killed by Ahsoka.
But my thing is this: you're gonna tell me this being whatever this dude is, which it does call him an Inquisitor in the subtitles. Be Anakin?
It might have been like the ship explosion because there is an explosion all around. And then when Ahsoka comes
wait and see, because I think this dude is an actual. I think he might be in like maybe the first Inquisitor, and it was set. The first Inquisitor was out before
Vader. Or it could be
because it does call him like what?
Think about this here. Think about this theory. It's flashing forward way into the future. How Ahsoka dies, and it's like a leftover Inquisitor from the Empire.
But then why would Anakin be there?
Yeah,
Anakin's already Vader.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I didn't see Anakin there. I guess that's fair.
Yeah, Anakin's laying on the ground. CJ was right. So if we go back just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't hear that very often. That's nice.
There goes Anakin right there on the ground.
Well, maybe that's like later with Dooku.
So
I don't think that's Dooku. There's more. There's two sets of feet there.
I don't think that doesn't look like Anakin either.
No, that's Anakin.
That's Anakin.
So if it's Anakin, and there's two sets of feet right over there, so it might be multiple people.
Anakin.
That's Anakin.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. That kind of don't look like Anakin to me.
Yeah, because now that I'm paying attention.
Back up. Can you scoot back a little bit more? Oh, okay.
Yeah, see? Look at the way his hair's done.
And this dude's hair is going
It's
straight
like
back.
slick back, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's Anakin. And then if you go forward, he's
Well,
I think that's whoever that is.
So then
Well-
weird thing could be true.
man, every time you keep pausing though, you keep getting good screensavers.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Don't.
So right here, that dude right
Who
there.
is this plague bird person? Plagueis.
I think this is in the future.
Look
I
at
think
the-
this is after, and this
Oh,
is
but
like one of
look at
these.
look at his lightsaber. That's an Inquisitor lightsaber.
It is an Inquisitor lightsaber.
Yes.
This might have been the reason why she became Fulcrum. It might give
'Cause-
us that story.
I think this is whoever was on the ground. Is now they're kneeling up.
This might be the reason why she became Fulcrum and was a rebel sympathizer. It might
Well,
be giving us that lead up.
Let's hope all that training pays off.
You got Rex.
Yeah, I know. I love clones.
Yeah. Yaddle fighting Dooku.
I'm game for
Yaddle
that.
fighting Dooku.
That's gonna be kind of weird.
Hey, Yaddle look like she's about as dope as Yoda, cause she just jumping around and
Is she on the
flop.
Jedi Council?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yaddle was on the Jedi Council.
Okay.
And who might you be?
Ah!
Yeah, see, Ahsoka's
Pause on that.
older
I
there.
gotta see
Ahsoka's
that.
older there. So I think that's she. And
This
it
might
says
be turning into
Inquisitor.
Fulcrum. This might be the reason why she becomes Fulcrum. Oh, and did you see the Empire logo on his shoulder?
And who?
Boom. Right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's who was ever laying on the ground. That's
it's gotta
that's
be
who
an
was laying on the
Inquisitor.
ground. So this is going to
that
be
makes me feel
when
good.
Ahsoka is. This is after Clone Wars. This is because there's an Inquisitor. Now, who this Inquisitor? Maybe he's the first Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Maybe he was like the first Inquisitor, or. But I think you're right, CJ. I think this might be what causes her to become Fulcrum. Remember in the Ahsoka book where she has to fight the Inquisitors at the end?
Yeah.
She fights one of the Inquisitors. Maybe this is the Inquisitor that she fights at the end of there.
That would make sense because it really didn't get into detail on that.
Yeah, think about the top dog. This could be when Anakin's like still recovering. So this could be like the top dog kind of Inquisitor. Because like
I'm
if
game.
this is right after Clone Wars, like Darth Vader, like Anakin's just getting the suit and stuff. Maybe he's not fully ready for combat. This could be like the Emperor's top dog then.
I would take
That's
that.
possible.
I would take
It's
that.
possible.
Or like
All
one
I
of the
know is
first
it looks really
Inquisitors.
good. No matter what it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be really good. For animated, a little animated shorts, it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Might you be?
Because Ahsoka's older right there.
Oh yeah. All I know is I'm ready to like hear young Qui-Gon Jinn's voice because, like I said, it was released that it was Liam Neeson's son voicing him.
Liam Neeson's son. I thought they said in his interview, Liam Neeson said he voiced
No,
it.
he was brought in to do it, and he's like, "No, at this point, I'm a little too old. You would get the original Qui-Gon voice. How about we bring in my son?" And his son sounds exactly like him almost, but is
I
obviously
thought in
younger.
the
and has
interview
a
when they
younger
brought
streak.
it, because after Kenobi was released, in the interview he did on, what is it, Cobain or which one was it? It was on one of them. He said that when they brought him in to do to play Qui-Gon at the end of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, that he voiced the young Qui-Gon, and they had him just do the voiceover, right?
He said in an interview that it was his son, so I don't know. We'll find out in the end credits. I just remember him saying his son was doing it.
Hold up,
So.
I'll look that shit up right now. because it should be out.
I'm laggy. I don't like this. Internet's throwing a fit.
That shit loud as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says Liam Neeson is the voice of Qui-Gon Jinn in Star Wars Tales of a Jedi.
Well, that's good. At least he keeps doing stuff.
I will find you, and I will kill you. I have a very particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Oh, okay. No, wait a minute. It says Liam Neeson is to reprise his role of Qui-Gon Jinn in the Disney Plus animated franchise series Tales of a Jedi. There will be a younger and an older version of the show. Neeson will play the older version, and Liam's son will play the younger version. Liam Neeson originally played Qui-Gon Jinn in the Star Wars film, so
I actually
it's him
heard that
and his son.
somewhere.
Well, I know I watched the interview. It was on another night, and I caught just like it was actually a couple weeks ago. It was on one of the late night shows. I was laying in bed, and I wasn't really paying attention. But he said that they had him voice the roles when they brought him in to play Qui-Gon at the end of Kenobi. They had him do the voiceover right then. So he got it all over when he was on set just to play the end part. He just got over his voice stuff for the Tales of a Jedi. I just didn't know that there was two that had his son do, which I think CJ, you said something about that before, didn't you?
About his son?
About his son doing it?
Yeah.
Ooh, Chris had a good idea.
Which is cool.
Or did you guys see that? Sorry, I had to dip to the bathroom, so you might have already seen that. He's like, maybe this guy where she takes his lightsabers and purifies the kyber crystals to get her white sabers.
Oh, that would be dope. Wait, didn't she? No. When did she have her? When did she have her? She didn't have her the white lightsabers until Rebels.
Yeah, so maybe this is how she
probably
got
it.
Cause didn't she lose? She lost one of her sabers. No, she buried them. Remember?
Yeah, so this might be how she gets the white ones.
Yeah, that would be dope. Cause she buries them with the clones.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of season 7.
Darth Vader picks them up.
Yep. Or she sticks them in the ground. So yeah, that would be cool. That would be really, really cool. If they showed that. All right, let's get to the Mandalorian. If we get kicked off, because this thing is like 2 minutes long. So if we get kicked off, we love y'all.
This is what I'm excited for.
Oh, wait,
get to see a live action Mandalore.
Hold up. I got to hit the right button. I'm over here just clicking on it, watching it by myself. Okay. Mandalorian Season 3. Let's do it.
This is the one that you saved? You are as its father. A clan of 2.
Oh.
Okay. First off, why the hell did he get back on the boat with the people that tried to kill him? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the Anthracene people, you gotta remember Bo-Katan and the Night Owls killed those guys.
Think about it. Look, it showed him in a cave. So he finds like the helmet, or he comes to them.
The fountain.
Like,
the helmet's lost. We still don't know where the helmet went.
Who knows?
The helmet's on Tatooine.
That might be him looking for it.
That pissed me off if it was on Tatooine.
It's on Tatooine because Boba Fett finds it.
In Legends. I think it would be better if it was on like Dagobah.
They should give it to Mando because Boba Fett's already host.
No, fuck off. Give him a chance. Give him a chance to redeem that name.
You don't want to have Boba Mandalore cooking show.
Whatever.
Chris, in the case of 50-year-old Grogu, then you are the father.
No, fuck.
All right.
I promise I didn't sleep with her. I promise. That ain't my baby. He looks nothing like
Or
me.
my dick.
But you have removed your helmet.
Then you are a Mandalorian. No more.
Okay.
That was in Boba Fett.
Well, he probably went to the fountain, and she probably tried to renege on that statement. Not gonna lie. She's probably like, "Oh, cool, you went to the fountain. Still don't matter. You're not a Mandalorian." Like, I think there's some shady shit afoot with her.
Well, why would she? She's like they're not even on Mandalore. I don't think they're on Mandalore yet. I think
Not
they're
with her.
just-
I think he went to Mandalore, and this is like when we watched the rest of this trailer. I think he went and found it, and then he went back to her to try to redeem himself. And she's like, "No, it doesn't matter anymore. You screwed up." And he's like, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to Bo-Katan. I'm gonna go run our planet. Or half a planet.
What I reckon is him thinking back and her saying, "You're not a Mandalorian anymore." I think that's a flashback. I think he goes and sees the fountain, then comes back to her, and she'll probably say, "Okay, but you can't be in this clan. That's why you and Grogu are a 2-man clan."
I don't know. We'll see.
I
think I think it's just a lot of different parts from a lot of different episodes that are popping up, and it's not giving us an overall detail of what it is.
What were those ships?
Yo, those were X-wings.
Those were X-wings.
I've watched it on my fucking 65-inch. Those are X-wings.
Oh yeah, they do look like X-wings. Interesting.
They look like X-wings.
They are. Interesting.
Yo, I would love to
I don't
see the
think them-
Naboo Starfighter versus X-wings in a battle.
I don't think them is X-wings though, because they got 3 boosters coming out the back, and X-wings don't have 3 boosters.
No, they have 4.
They have 4. You just can't see one because of the angle.
But look at the front. How the front of the ship is. It's flat.
Yeah, I don't think those are.
I don't
they
think
look
those
like
them
X-wings
are
on
X-wings.
TV, though.
I don't think them is X-wings. I think them
All
is.
I care about is that
they
it's a
kind of
good
look like.
fight.
They kind of look like the ships that the Mandalorians was in that last episode of the Rebels.
Nah, because it's not.
No, because they got them flat. They got them front flaps. I don't know what they. I know Mandalorians is after them because a bunch of Mandalorians is trying to get them from what they released, what Disney released. A bunch of Mandalorians is after them to try to get the LightSaber.
LightSaber.
I don't know. That could just be some pirates for all we know.
Real shit, though.
He's gonna make his own clan.
I'm game. Take over Mandalore. What's crazy to think? What is crazy to think is that that's the same palace that her sister died in. I swear that's got it. Better be that.
Well, that would be cool. But at the same time, like, so I'm just glad Katie Sackhoff came back as Bo-Katan, and we have Bo-Katan in the Mandalorian again. That's exciting. Like, to see what happens, because you know she wants that LightSaber,
Oh yeah.
and she has to take it in combat. I don't think she could beat Din. I like, especially if he learns how to use the LightSaber and he stops fighting against it.
Oh man,
I think Din is force sensitive. I really do, and I think that's the reason that he couldn't use it, because he's not tapping into his force ability. That's why he couldn't hold
Do
it
you
up.
think that's why him and Grogu have such a strong connection? It's because of the Force.
Dude, it just seems like that. It really seems like they're trying to bring the first,
The second.
well,
He'd be the second.
because technically the first is Legends. So he would be the first canonized.
It's not Legends. They said it in Clone Wars. That's how the Darksaber came about, because of the first Mandalorian Jedi was a part of Clan Vizsla.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry,
So he would be the second, but
my
still.
my Mandalorian nerdiness kicked in.
That's what the show's going to be about: a war over the Darksaber.
God, don't sound so happy about it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it was kind of cool when he was trying to find Grogu's home. Because I was thinking in my head, if they push for this fact of finding Grogu's home, then we would know where Yoda came from. And it would explain that without ever actually having to explain Yoda.
Yeah, but I think they just called his home Jedi, and they didn't. I don't. They can't go back to like.
I wonder if that's a part of this. I wonder if that's a stipulation George had in the contract, is that you can create other characters similar to Yoda, but you cannot give him a species name and you can't give him a planet.
Right.
I don't know. We'd have to see. But it's just real funny because the first 2 seasons was basically that's what it was about finding his home. Then he said, all right, we're not finding a home. Nobody knows where this thing has come from. I'm going to drop him off with another Jedi. Well, now he's back. You know what I'm saying? Do they seek out, does he still seek out his planet? And at this point, he's just trying to redeem himself as a Mandalorian. That's what this season will be about. Season 4, they'll go back to, or part of this season might go back to him being, looking for, I don't think he wants to get rid of him, though. I don't think after he got rid of him and he came back, I don't think, or I'm not going to say got rid of him because he really didn't want to give him up after we see what happened. So I don't think I think that's kind of outlandish at this point. I think he's going to stay with Mando forever. So maybe it is. Maybe it's all about the Darksaber. Maybe okay, think about this. He has the Darksaber, so technically he is the leader of the Mandalorians at this point. What if the second season of Book of Boba Fett, they come out with a second season, and Boba Fett finds the Mandalore's mask or Mandalore's helmet? After all this fighting happens to try to get the Darksaber, and then it doesn't even matter who has the Darksaber because whoever has the helmet is the true leader of Mandalore.
Yeah.
And that would definitely go on the side because now Boba Fett would have to not become soft, but have that leader mentality, and him going and saving the town and doing all this stuff that he did on Tatooine is what leads him up to becoming the Mandalore. Because he has to have that sense of family in order to rule Mandalore.
I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Your cult.
Oh, there's a lot more Mandalorian.
Not gonna lie, Carl Weathers right there.
Awesome.
Looks dope as shit. He looking like a straight gangster.
Why does that look like C-3PO?
I'd be pissed.
Like, damn, man, C-3PO been everywhere.
He gets passed around more than a $2 hooker, I swear to God. Starts with Anakin, goes to
But
Padme.
I don't know, I can't tell if that's a point on his head or if that's just a reflection or something in the background. I can't really tell.
All I know is that
it definitely looks like C-3PO.
What a glow up from like not really seeing him much after all the Rockies and stuff, seeing him here and there in TV shows, to literally being one of the most beloved characters in The Mandalorian and in Star Wars. Like, everybody loves his character. Like,
hey, what are you talking about? He was in Predators.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, during that era of his reign, you got the Rockies, you got the Predators, and then after all that ended, we didn't really see much of it.
Hey, you're right. We didn't really
Yeah,
see
he
that
did.
much
He
of it.
did some TV spots and some guest appearances and stuff. But after that, it was like, where the fuck did Carl Weathers go? And then, boom! Hey, Disney, we're gonna call Carl Weathers. We're gonna give him a part in the show. He might die. He might not die. Let's just see if he's game. And sure as
I
shit,
thought he
he's
was going
game.
to die in season 1, but he survived.
I thought they were gonna It would be sad if they Rockied him. He just dies from a blow, a punch to the face.
Remember, he gets shot in the little thing, but he has the thing in his pocket.
The Beskar plate.
Yeah, in his pocket. And that's what saves him.
I think it would suck if they like did another Rocky moment where he gets punched and it kills him.
I want to like. When did they get Grogu's little thing back? Because didn't they lose that? Wasn't it in the ship when they blew it up?
What, the chainmail?
No. The
ball?
The little ball that floats around.
Season 2, episode, I think 5? That's because that's when Boba Fett and...
But wasn't the little cart thingy in the ship when they blew it up? Because he wasn't in it. Remember, he was up on the thing.
Yeah, because he used the jetpack to get up there. Yeah. Everything was blown up except for the ball. Another one. I wonder if that one's made out of Beskar. That would be dope if that was made out of Beskar.
Can't get shot.
Are they in Mandalore right now?
No, so I was looking at the set photos. So they showed season 1, 2, and 3. That's that planet that he goes and meets Carl Weathers' character at.
The what? That wasn't that nice.
Yeah. Well, if you like I said, if you look at the progressions, Star Wars, the Star Wars actual like page on Instagram shared the photo. It's the progressions of what his character is doing for the planet.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of improvement.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's keep watching.
Fractured our people. Where were you then?
I was just a baby.
That's dope.
Did you think your dad?
That drop, oh man.
Oh fuck, sick.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be dope too. I can't believe that they pushed this back to 2023.
Actually,
was it like March of 2023? This comes
February.
out. February.
Make it perfect. Make it perfect.
Ooh,
February. Middle of February it drops.
Well, you know that they gonna make the Mandalorian good because it's their creation.
They're redeeming R5 and they put him in the ship.
It perfect. It's gonna be really bad.
I wonder if Kelly tries to sell him R5 and he blows a motivator. Man, I was like, yo, what the hell? His motivator's bad.
Do you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Did she really call Din his dad?
Yeah.
Like, I know Google was like, I'm older than him. What are you talking about? I'm older than all of y'all.
I got like 5-6 years on my dad. Shut up.
Like, my dad's like 40. I'm 50 years old. What are you talking about, my dad?
Bro,
I can't wait to see that part.
I'm so excited for this.
Look at all these Mandalorians, though.
God, bro. This is the year of the man. Oh, well, 2023 is the year of Mandos, man. We're coming back in full swing. This is amazing.
Oh, did y'all see that?
The monkeys?
No. Oh, the monkey?
The Salacious B. Crumb monkeys? That's Dr. Pershing.
That's the little things that was on Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are gross.
They're little creeps.
Remember how he was laughing? Like, shut the hell up, you little creepy thing.
And a capuchin monkey.
Yeah, so. Okay, what the hell is that?
All I know is he doesn't look like a good guy, and I feel like Carl Weathers is going to have a badass shootout.
This dude back here, that looks like, I'm guessing they're bounty hunters. That's the dude on the back left. He looks like a
Bosk.
Yeah.
What is he?
What if they bring Boss back and he's like part of this little clique?
That would be dope.
But I don't understand. Boss would have to be the boss.
I bet you he's at the top of the house. Like, I bet you he's the one dishing out the bounties. Because, like, in the Bounty Hunters book, Bosk's dad is he started the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Yeah.
So I wonder when his dad died, because like in this Bounty Hunters book, I have the Bounty Hunters guidebook. It like throughout the book, Boba Fett and Boss go back and forth about his dad being a bitch, pretty much, and that's why he's dead. And
Star
Boss
Wars team leader said that them wasn't X-wings. They're not X-wings. They did not look like X-wings.
I don't know what they are, but I'm ready to see that fucking Naboo starfighter in a gunfight. Like we're gonna get some Top Gun moments here,
Yeah, I finally watched that. That shit was dope.
right?
All right.
Like, look at this.
Yeah, so you see it right there. There's three things on the back. Them is not X-wings.
I wonder what they are.
I'm thinking that they're the Mandalorians that's coming after him to get the Darksaber.
I don't think he would kill his own kind. I think those might be like people that. I think he's got a bounty on his head again. I think that's how it'll go out. I think somebody will issue a bounty.
There goes R5.
Yep, there goes the motivator.
His motivator ain't going out now. Now it's the side of him that's blowing off as she's trying to sell it.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick. We got Babu Frick in it.
Droid's mind go blink blink. Hey.
And he looks younger. He ain't got the chin here.
Yeah, he's young.
He's younger. So are they going
Why
to?
does he look like Tommy? Not Tommy Chong, but Cheech Meringue. Like, why does he look like Cheech right now?
Well, look at him. Look at his body. He's a little shirtless buff dude.
He's all yoked.
Is that what it looks like?
He's sitting there bench pressing a 3PO arm.
He got a little six pack going on.
Do you see it?
Yeah, he got a little six pack.
He's like.
All right, kid. Hang on. You ready for an adventure?
Okay, so that looks good.
Oh man, I'm stoked. I'm like over the moon about this.
That looks good.
Every single thing we got coming out looks good.
Yeah, but we've been fooled by that before.
Yes, I know.
Andor, I think Andor's going to make or break what's happening these next few things. Like on the 21st, if Andor doesn't like top notch it and kind of give us a good show, I'm going to be kind of scared for Mando.
I think Mando's like a deciding thing for Disney, because if Obi-Wan didn't work out, oh well, you disappointed the old Star Wars fans. New Star Wars fans aren't that upset. If Mandalorian doesn't work out, you're going to be disappointing both your new Star Wars fans who started Star Wars because of Mando, and your old Star Wars fans who Mando was the only thing that they still liked that you're doing. If Mando doesn't work out, it's going to disappoint a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I think that Andor is going to be good and Mandalorian is going to be good just for the simple fact that it's both Disney projects. They're not based. Just look at everything that they've done that had to do with a fan favorite character they've ruined. And I've said this multiple times, but everything that they've done that has to do with new characters or new things have been good. The Bad Batch was good. The Mandalorian was good. Season 1 and Season 2 was good. I think they're trying to redeem themselves from the failure of the sequel trilogy in all actuality. Because even if you look at the Clone Wars Season 7, when they brought out the Bad Batch, that was a great season.
Oh yeah.
That was a very good season of the Clone Wars. But that was their project. All their projects that they've been doing. Yep, that's a good thing. Didn't see no shaky cams. I don't know. I don't know why she did that. Like I watched before we got on here. I was watching the Obi-Wan making Obi-Wan Kenobi, and like the things that she was saying, just to me didn't didn't pan out what she was saying. Like what she was saying and what she did was two different things as a director. Because she didn't give us what she talked about in that. And I was kind of disappointed. I was hopefully getting an explanation of why she did the shaky camera, why, the whole series was based on Reva, why, and it just didn't explain those things. So I don't know. I don't know what happened with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But they really, you got to look at it. I mean, really look at Mandalorian was good. Bad Batch was good. I can almost guarantee Andor is going to be really good. But when it came to fan favorite characters, they just, and I think I agree with Garrison on that. It's like, all right, if they fail, it's just pissing off all the old Star Wars fans. But they ain't going to fail on their projects because their project is what's going to attract the new Star Wars fans and keep the new Star Wars fans coming back. And they're good enough to satisfy us older Star Wars fans. And I think that that's where it's at. But other than that, I don't know. I'm super excited for both of them. I'm excited for the Bad Batch. And I'm really super duper excited for Ahsoka because they said Dave Filoni cried at the viewing of it. It was so good that he cried. He was so happy of how they did it. So I'm super excited about that. Like if Dave Filoni cried because it was so good, that's freaking amazing. To make Dave Filoni emotional about a character that he created years and years and years ago, and he was kind of doubting how good it was going to be at the beginning, and then for him to see it and be like, oh my God, it's that good. It caused him to cry and with joyful tears. Yeah, I'm super excited about Ahsoka. I really want to see what's going to happen with Ahsoka, especially because they got what's his face to play Ezra.
The guy that played Aladdin. I'm not too stoked on that, really.
He's not a bad actor, though.
He's not bad, but he's not what I wanted to see. But I'm not the one paying the bills in that house, so.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing he did a good job because for Dave Filoni to cry because he was that proud of what they did with Ahsoka. And I'm super excited for the Acolyte. I can't wait to see the Acolyte. Even though I have a feeling that it's going to be bad because I'm super excited to see it. And it's the first thing that's actually going to be about the Sith. Really to be directly about the Sith, I don't know. It's kind of I'm kind of scared that it's going to be bad because I want it to be good so bad. But I don't know. I'm super excited about the things that are coming out. I think that they're going to be good. I think Disney has some redeeming to do, and they're going to do it with their projects, the stuff that they have created. I think that's where it's going to go. Anybody else got anything?
No.
No.
I don't got anything.
Got any other news or rumors or anything that's floating around?
No, I think majority of the news was those things.
Yeah.
D23's drops. I think D23 blew up the internet all week. So
that was, dude. Yeah. They're dropping so much stuff. It's freaking crazy. It's like they got a lot of stuff coming out, and even the stuff that was dropped on that day because they had the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. They did Thor: Love and Thunder. They did that new Simpsons short.
They dropped a bunch of stuff.
And for anybody that doesn't know, you can go see Rogue One all the way up till I think the 19th. I think it's the 19th. You can go see Rogue One. They're keeping it open in IMAX, and they're doing special $5 viewings at all AMC theaters. So you can go see. They got a bunch of movies that you can do the $5 thing at AMC. That Disney announced, and I don't know how they're doing it. I guess they're paying the difference or whatever, which is, I don't care, $5 to go see a movie. I
don't think they're losing money doing it.
They ain't losing.
I think they're making more money doing that. I think that was a smart move by Disney.
Well, this is something I didn't know. Ragnarok is one of the movies you can go see. for $5. And I'm like, okay, I can watch like most of the movies that you have. I can just turn on Disney Plus and watch it that I'm already spending $8 a month on or $9 a month on. So I don't get that.
It's just better in theaters. I think watching Star Wars in theaters has always been one of my favorite things.
Well, yeah, I would love to go see. I would have loved to go see Rogue One in IMAX. I've seen it in regular theater. It's great in regular theater, but really to go see it in IMAX, where you get that experience in IMAX, I think that would be dope. But at the same time, it's kind of you know, it's like, dude, I can just sit at home and pop some popcorn in the microwave and just turn it on my giant TV.
I don't know, man. Nothing compares to movie theater popcorn for some freaking reason.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm cutting out.
Okay.
I couldn't help that. I'm sorry.
Star Wars team leader, who are you talking about?
Obi-Wan director.
What the hell is her name? Why can't I think of her name?
Deborah Chow.
Deborah Chow, yeah. Because she's not a real Star Wars fan. That's why.
That's why we got what we got.
You know, I'm gonna go do Star Trek after I did Star Wars. Get the hell out of here. That's why you sucked as a director. No, I'm joking. Deborah Chow isn't a bad director. She's a great director, but I don't know what they were thinking when they did Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it just didn't make no sense in her. When she was talking, like, she's like explaining what they're trying to do, and it's like, that's not what you did. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's just not, you didn't even get close. Like, what are you talking about? Rosario Dawson said that? Rosa Argio. Who was that?
Yeah, he tried spelling.
Oh, Rosario Dawson. Well, I mean, she's just an actor that's playing a part. I don't know. I mean, shit. They were trying to get William Shatner to be in Star Wars, so.
Yeah, that would be a downgrade in the quality of Star Wars.
I don't know. William Shatner's like 130.
He's also an asshole.
Hey, so is a lot of Star Wars actors.
Yeah, but they have the right to be.
They do have.
So does he. He was only in 10 damn Star Trek movies.
They do have Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures coming out. I don't think we talked about that.
Oh, and we didn't even talk about Skeleton Crew. We got photos at T23 of Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, but they didn't really give too much information on it.
I know.
No, but they got set photos.
I'm excited for the little kids Star Wars, okay? I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm like a giant. I'm a 45-year-old little kid. Or 44. I ain't turned 45 yet. I'm getting there.
Quit rounding up, damn it.
All right.
I'm getting pretty damn close. Nah, see, once I hit like in my 50s, I'm gonna start reversing the age. So I'm gonna go from when I turn 51, it's gonna be 15. And then when I turn 52, it'll be 25. I'm just going to start reversing my age around until the rest of my life, so I'm always younger than I actually am.
Yeah, until you hit 56, and then you're 65.
No, then I just tell people I'm 56 for them last couple of years. My dad's 83, he tells everybody he's 38. So
my dad's 55. He hates it. He says this is probably worse than being 25.
Right. Well, I think it's past the senior citizen's bedtime, right, Kyle? I'm just kidding.
It's getting there. Fuck you, a senior citizen. I ain't that old. Hey, at least I can sit there. At least I can admit that I was around when Star Wars was first came out.
That's fair.
You know, just because you were still running up and down your daddy's back at that time, you know. Oh, all right, guys. I think that's it for today. We've been here on here for an hour and a half after we just talked about watching time on the shows. And this is supposed to be an hour Wednesday night show, and every week we go way past an hour.
Well,
But,
because Disney keeps dropping good shit. We can't help that.
no, we can't. And it's going to be really, I guarantee next week's episode is going to be a motherfucker because we're going to have a lot of shit to talk about in a very short amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least we ain't got to talk about Rebels.
That means I got to come
Because we're not
home.
going to be watching, we're not going to be discussing Rebels while Rebels is our filler episodes. That's what we talk about in between when shit is actually coming out that Disney is putting out. But it's definitely going to be one of those days. But definitely join us on Saturday. We're going to have Miltos on here. I'm hoping I'm saying this dude's name right because I'm just fucking up. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. But yeah, we're going to have him on here. Game of Thrones, Star Wars. He's done a whole bunch of stuff. So that's going to be good. It's two giant franchises like that, you know, to get the difference between working with the two different type of atmospheres. I think that's going to be a good conversation. And other than that, you guys know what to do. Subscribe.
Like, hit that bell
icon,
notification.
which it doesn't work because it's putting out the wrong times on different shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's really working correctly. But we will see you guys on Saturday. Peace. And may the force be with you.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you've enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. Lightsaber Radio is produced by Pickfilm Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Garrison Turcott, CJ Elliott, and Kyle McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.